Hi, this is Kevin with River City Construction, and this is your home information podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about what to fix first after buying your first home or after buying your home. One of the questions that we get often is, where should I start with my remodeling journey? So I have a couple of notes here that I'm going to be basing my video on, and I want to talk to you and walk you through the process of what to expect whenever you just bought your first home, or you're buying a new home, or probably you just signed a purchase and sales agreement and you're expecting to moving date. There's a couple of things actually that can help you tailor what projects to tackle first. And the first thing that I want to talk about a little bit is about deadlines and timeline. It is important to understand what is your moving date. The reason why I talk about the moving date is because sometimes we want to tackle those projects, but our moving days is too short, and then we won't have enough time to move in, have the movers come in, have everybody come in and set up your home to the way that you like it. So it's very important to tailor down the moving dates, right? If you bought a home in Massachusetts or you're under an agreement right now, this video can save you so much money. So I want you to stay tuned, because what we're going to dive into today is going to be a game changer for most homeowners. And a lot of people are not experts at remodeling. I don't think anybody grows and says, I'm an expert at remodeling. I know exactly how long this is going to take. Even me as a general contractor, I can guesstimate how long something can take. But in reality, there's so many things that can go into a remodel that can either push back the project or sometimes expedite the project as well. So why timing matters? Because you have your furniture, you have work schedules, you have kids if you have any children, and all these things can play a big impact on the way that you live your home, especially if you're transitioning to a new place, into a new home. If you're thinking about buying a new home for 2026, you're probably thinking about getting the first wave of new houses that are going to come in the market, and you're probably looking into March to moving date. That's 3 months, from January to March. I'll give you 3 months to plan, remodel whatever you need to remodel, and then move in. So a couple of things that that you cannot ignore. There's things that you need to remodel, and there's things that you want to remodel. My rule of thumb is tackle the need first. I recently went into a home, and after they bought the home, they realized that the roof was leaking, so they needed to fix the roof. So don't wait on those remodels that later on can become a big hassle for you, especially when we talk about plumbing, when we talk about knob and tube, electrical. If you have any in your inspection report, is going to be very key at identifying what are those things that you need to tackle ASAP, because a lot of homeowners are just selling their homes right now as is, right? And actually Massachusetts came out with a law that you can't waive a homeowner's inspections anymore. So read your report, understand your report to make sure that you are a very informed buyer. So remodels that you need to tackle as you buy the house: electrical, anything that has to do with the mechanicals of the home, or anything that has to do with the systems of the home. Anything like knob and tube. If you want to upgrade the piano from 100 to 200 amp, this might be a good time. If you want to fix anything that can jeopardize you from getting insurances and all of those good things, like the roof is not in good condition, pavers are not good, tackle those little things so to make sure that you do get insurance. But my rule of thumb is tackle the first things first. And what are those things? Roof. If the roof is leaking, change the roof. Don't move into a house that is leaking. Please don't do that. If you have lead, asbestos, what I do recommend is containment. But once again, you can make that decision on your own. Anything that has to do with plumbing, with drain, water issues, all of that can be the first thing that you do whenever you just bought a new home. Energy efficiency is another good thing to tackle, because if you go through Mass Save, if you're eligible for Mass Save, they'll come in, make a bunch of holes all around your walls, and then that will be a good time to put some insulation in the walls, and then we'll seal those walls up and then paint them so you can come back home, or you can come to a new fresh home. We talked about insulation, ventilation, proper ventilation for the home, proper ventilation for the bathroom, proper ventilation for the kitchen. This is a big one. A lot of homes don't have a extractor, or what we call the hood fan, that it takes the air from the house into the outside. And this might be a good thing to do, although you can definitely do it while you're living at home, but it's something that I would tackle if I'm buying a new home. Attic insulation, basement rim joist insulation, bathroom and kitchen ventilation. These are a must do before you move in. Second point, any layout or structural changes. The reason why I put this here, and I actually want to talk a little bit about the layout changes, is because it is disruptive. Construction will change your life for a little bit, right? If you're used to, once you move into a new home, or you move into your home, we're human, so we create patterns, right? And so when our patterns are being disruptive, we can tend to stress out a little bit more, be a little bit more irritable. So my recommendation is, if you're thinking about walls, removing or doing big structural changes into your home, I recommend doing those before you move in, just because removing a wall, although it might not seem like it's a big deal, but you have to think about you removing the wall, framing that space, making sure that all the load is calculated properly, going all the way to the footings in the basement, making sure that you repair the flooring after you remove the wall. It's a big one. If you don't have the flooring, it's going to be a big hole in the middle of your floor. So make sure that you account for that. So if you're thinking about removing any walls or changing the layout, this might be a good time to get that done. Load-bearing walls, beams, framing, stair clearances, door swing, egresses, all of those things are very important to do before you move into your home. Kitchen and bathroom updates, it's a very good one to do, depending on what exactly you're wanting to get done. If you're thinking about doing a uplift, painting, cabinetry replacement, toilet replacement, all that minor item stuff, you can get it done, move in, and then later on you tackle the big remodel. But once again, it's one of those things that you can plan ahead and calculate your timeline as well, right? What can wait? A lot of things can wait. Decorative lighting can wait. If you're not changing major structural things, they can wait. If you're replacing the doors, it can wait. A lot of things actually can wait to move in. But rule of thumb, anything that is urgent, anything that is minor cosmetics like painting, flooring, sanding, that will be the first thing. Because mind you, whenever you move into your home, everything is going to be in the floor. So if you're thinking about sanding those floors down, that might be the best time right before you move in. Sanding those floors. From a real estate standpoint, the smartest homeowners focus on systems, safety, and efficiency. What that means is tackle your systems, making sure that your furnaces are up to date, making sure that your water heaters are good, making sure that your electrical is good, making sure that your paint is good, making sure that your flooring is good, making sure that you have an efficient home. So for today, big takeaway: tackle things that are urgent. Tackle things like roofing, exterior repairs that will jeopardize your insurances. Tackle things like insulation. Tackle things that can jeopardize the structure of your home. I know moving into a new home, you feel not every Massachusetts home is going to be perfect. I understand this. We live in Massachusetts. Not every home is going to be, oh my God, I love this home. You're going to probably buy a home that you want. You're going to want to have projects get done. And so my rule of thumb is plan your projects from the must-haves, or what we call the need, what we need, and then what we want, right? And this might be the smartest way to move in. This might be the smartest way to move into your new home. So remember, this is Kevin with River City Construction, helping you learn, live better, and love your home. See you in the next one.